Not yet. I'm about.
I'm just curious.
Okay. Here we go.
Body. As we enter into the SoulJourn, we step onto the path. We acknowledge the path that lives within us. Breathing in deeply with
Are
me.
you watching?
Breathing out deeply.
Oh, I just thought I heard that. That's all.
And so we breathe in.
Continue over here.
And we breathe out.
One area, one place.
Yes. Work on YouTube.
Okay. I use your Facebook to show you how to now share a bunch of different groups.
Yes. On my phone or on my.
Over here, or I don't know, so I'm just sharing it to as many different. Okay, so I'm gonna go to.
As we breathe in and out deeply, listening to the sounds around us. You may hear lots of sounds going on around you, outside.
Usually there's like a thing that comes up
Yeah.
that allows you to then share other groups. So let's see.
Or we did do this as an event.
Alright, here we go.
Start a watch party.
And if we could shut off the studio mics.
Here, I'm gonna do like this. We're gonna do it here. Okay, so as they are, what you're gonna do, join blah blah blah.
Yeah, if we could mute those studio mics.
Join us for an hour of relaxation and centering for musicians and
Yeah, what? Okay, can I see it now? Now you're gonna place out on your page.
Okay.
Start. And this should start. Good. Share all the places.
Yes.
Again, go through there. Get to the people. I will tell you, I already shared it with all the regular places that you and I are part of.
Even
I got North Jersey, but not South Jersey. I got classical musicians who did that because I got South.
what about footlighters and that?
Footlighters, I didn't.
Good evening, everyone.
Wall Street, I didn't.
Welcome to the
I did
SoulJourn.
like Hannes thing, the mental thing.
Just
Virtual music.
excuse
That's
me.
what we do. I don't do it in there. I don't fuck around in there.
I do.
I'd like to ask our studio engineer if you could please shut the studio mic off.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
I'd like to ask the studio engineer if you could please shut that studio mic off. I'm hearing audio from the other end. So if you could mute those studio mics. Shut that studio mic off. I'm hearing audio from the other end. So if you could mute those studio mics. Shut that studio mic off. Thank you so much. So welcome everybody to the SoulJourn, where we blend music, breath, and meditative practices to connect ourselves back to ourselves. All right. Welcome everybody. I hope that everybody's feeling lovely tonight. It's actually a pretty beautiful day outside. And so I hope that you're opening up your windows and allowing fresh air to come in, shutting off television sets and noise and listening to the sounds of nature around you. Even if you live in a city, there's always nature talking, birds, smelling the fresh air, so that you can stay connected to yourself, but also connected to the world around you. So tonight, I am here on the SoulJourn by myself, and it's actually a pretty interesting thing because so many people have a difficult time being by themselves. And today, when we get into our meditative section, we're going to actually address the issue of how to sit by yourself and sit with yourself in the midst of being home. Or even if you're still working, if you're one of the essential workers, healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, EMTs, police officers, firefighters, even the people working in the grocery stores. Thank you so much for continuing to provide a service to us. Thank you so much. So maybe once you get in from that very busy and hectic day of serving so many people, you need time to just be by yourself. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. Let's start just by dealing with one of my favorite meditative instruments, and that is quartz crystal bowl. This particular bowl is in the pitch of C sharp, for those that understand what that means. And so I'd like you to take a deep breath with me, breathing in. Just allow, as you breathe, the feeling of that vibration that's traveling to you through your phone, through this microphone, to saturate the body. Tonight I want to talk to you just a little bit as we get started about healing the body. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to talk to you about a Western medical practice because it's not what I do. I'm a composer and a musician, and I also have extensive training in vibrational therapy, something that I've been very fortunate to learn and study under the tutelage of some amazing practitioners from lots of different places over the years. But I want to talk to you now because as we live in a particular time of uncertainty, we can arrive at a place where what we're feeling, stress levels, anxiety levels, even frustration from having to be inside for so long, uncertainty about lots of different aspects of our lives, and that can throw our bodies out of alignment. So when our bodies are out of alignment, sickness can occur. Each organ in the body is aligned or is calibrated to vibrate at a particular frequency. Each internal organ in the body. The brain vibrates at a particular frequency or resonates at a particular frequency. The heart, the lungs, the bladder, the liver, ovaries, prostate, kidneys, spleen, pancreas, throat, thyroid, all of that. When those particular organs, if one or more of them is not vibrating or has been knocked out of alignment, then other organs can work to compensate. However, in the moment when they start to recalibrate, they start to work harder, it can still cause some sickness in the body. So we use sound and breath and returning to relaxation or grounding and several other techniques to realign them. So one of the techniques that I want to share with you tonight is speaking to the body. Speaking to the body. Each of our organs is a living thing. And so because each of our organs is a living thing, it responds to words, frequency, vibration. So let's talk about the lungs tonight. Let's focus on the lungs for a second. Most of us live in environments where there is lots of pollution. Big cities, New York, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Paris. So when we are constantly inhaling toxin, the lungs have to work harder. When we eat a lot of mucus-forming food, lots of dairy, very rich or thick foods, excess mucus forms in the body. And as the excess mucus forms in the body, mucus becomes a breeding ground for sickness, disease. When there's excess mucus in the lungs, the alveoli and the bronchi have a hard time expanding and contracting. Now, many of us eat things, or many people have habits which are not necessarily good for the lungs. Smoking, acidic foods, things like that. Not good for the body. It's not a judgment, it's just some information I'm passing along. You take it and do whatever you like with that information. So, there is a way to realign the body. And aside from making the necessary health changes, which you should do under the guidance of a qualified health professional, whether that's a traditional doctor, and I say traditional in the indigenous sense, or a Western doctor. Either way, should make those dietary changes and lifestyle changes. But on the energetic level, you can talk to your body. So what I'd like to do is start with the lungs, but then we're going to backtrack and move through the body tonight. Okay? So just begin to breathe with me. Relax. Release all tension in the body. Release all resistance to what is, because what you resist persists. And as you breathe in and breathe out deeply and relax the body, now I'd like you to focus your mind on the lungs. And we actually talk to our organs. We talk to the lungs. Just like we would talk to any other living thing if we were harming it. Lungs, I'm so grateful to you for continuously helping to pump and filter air throughout my body, life-giving air, helping to keep my immune system strong. Thank you so much for continuing to take care of me, to give me life. Dear lungs, I'm so sorry. I apologize for the things that I might have done at any time in my life that caused you dis-ease, discomfort, and trouble. Please forgive me for consuming things that obstruct the healthy function of the lungs. Forgive me for not breathing properly, not giving you what you need. And I ask you to continue to provide me with the life-giving oxygen that I need, that supports the healthy function of all of the other organs and systems of the body. You see how that goes? So now what I'd like to do, I'd like you to take a moment and to focus you have an ache or a pain, just the other day from sitting inside for 2 weeks, my legs were really starting to be sore, particularly the hamstrings, from sitting on chairs all day and practicing my instruments and doing my work and trying to stay focused, not moving the way that I normally do on a daily basis. I started to feel some discomfort in my legs and in my lower back. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to identify in your own body. Maybe you have a family history of a particular type of illness or discomfort. If it's diabetes, then the liver and the pancreas and the kidneys are affected. You can choose one of those organs. If you have high blood pressure, then the veins and the arteries are constricted and the heart is working harder than it has to work, right? So I invite you now to listen to the sound of the bowl and breathe deeply with me. Relax your body and begin to release tension in the body. Now, take a moment, excuse me, and acknowledge whatever body part that you've chosen to acknowledge. Dear spinal column, dear lower back, thank you so much for supporting me as I walk on a daily basis. I acknowledge how wonderful it is to have a healthy, strong back and a healthy spinal column that sends signals back and forth to the brain. I want to apologize to you, spinal column, for anything that I've done at any time that's made it difficult for you to do the job that you do so well. Maybe I sit too long and I don't get any exercise. Please forgive me. As I breathe in deeply, I stretch my spine as if I'm being pulled up with a string. I sit up straight, even though normally I slump in my office chair or I slump on my couch while I'm watching television. And I straighten and I allow the vertebrae in my spine to open wide and stretch. Allowing the spinal fluid to move freely and my posture to readjust. I move my spine. I move my back right where I am. I roll my back. Thank you so much. And I promise to take much better care of you from this moment on. You see how that is? You see how we can simply speak to our body. And whatever body part you spoke to, I want you to take a moment and breathe and notice the difference in how that particular body part feels. Maybe it's your feet. Excuse me. Drinking my water. Maybe it's your feet. Many of us do a lot of damage to our feet. The damage we do to our feet comes from not walking mindfully, not being aware of how we're walking. The type of shoes we wear. Many of us wear shoes that we purchase because we like the way they look, but they may not give us the best support, or they might be too tight, and they become like little leather traps for our feet, and our toes get crunched together, and it starts to affect our posture, our walking, our knees, our ankles. So what I'd like you to do is, on a daily basis, take some time and speak to your body. Your body will respond to you just the way another person will respond to you, because the organs are living things. They're living tissue. And the cells, the very cells in our body, can respond to the way that we speak. Okay? So now I'm going to take a few moments, and I'm going to create, if you will, a little bit of meditative music with my bass, which is my main instrument. So, as we kind of come to the end, we just have a few more moments. Also, want to encourage all of you, if you have any questions about meditation, about music. Last week, I was encouraged just for a second to talk about some music that I have in the market. There's an album that I released called The Awakening. I'm a jazz musician and I'm a composer. Even though I play other things, jazz and jazz-related music is my focus. So The Awakening is an album that you can certainly find on iTunes, Amazon, Google. Or if you contact me directly, I can email you the album and you can just pay me via PayPal for the product. But the album, The Awakening, is 11 songs, 7 of which are original. And then there are 4 arrangements that I've done of some classic jazz pieces and also one spiritual, Wade in the Water. And so that album is available. If you're interested, certainly look on all those electronic platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, etc. I want to do something here as I set my bass down, making sure it doesn't fall. My baby. As we wind down this evening, I want to encourage you to take time for yourselves each day. Take time for the self-care that is so necessary. There's a song that I like and I just want to sing, not the whole piece, but encourage my soul and let me journey on, for the night is dark and I am far from home. Thanks be to God, the morning light appears. You know the storm is passing over. Storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Encourage my soul and let me journey on, for the night is dark and I am far from home. Thanks be to God, the morning light appears. You know the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. I want to encourage you all as I sign off for the night that regardless of what you're going through, everything is only temporary. everything only lasts for one moment. What we have in this moment, what we're experiencing in this moment, will pass and we'll have new experiences. So ground yourself deeply in the moment. Ground yourself. Ground yourself in terms of your thoughts, thinking about the ones you love, the things that are important to you. Ground yourself in the moment by using the tools that you have at your disposal based upon whatever you've learned to use from your upbringing, whether it's music, whether it's sitting still and meditating, praying. Ground yourself in the things that bring you comfort without bringing harm to you. And I'll leave that right there. Thank you so much to Studio 2622 for allowing me to come on with you tonight. And I apologize for a few technical difficulties that we experienced. It's all part of our process as we're learning to operate in this new paradigm, in this new world that we're seeing being born right before our eyes. Everything is a gift. Every moment is an opportunity, and every situation that you're dealing with contains workable material to help you move deeper inside and to grow, to become the person that you see yourself becoming, the person that you visualize yourself becoming, the person that you truly in your heart want to become in order to accomplish the things that you will accomplish. So until next week, thank you so much. My name is Heshima Moja, and this is the SoulJourn. You have a wonderful night.